There's a phone call floating around right now, and in that call, a grown man, someone who built his whole reputation on being the realest guy in Houston, is on the phone screaming at a woman. Not because of money, not because of a diss track, because Drake slept with his baby mama. But before you laugh, you need to understand something. This moment didn't come out of nowhere. This is the ending of a 10-year war. And today we're going back to the very beginning. Let's go back to 2015. Drake is at the peak of his powers. He's spending time in Houston, using Houston slang, absorbing Houston culture. And for most people, that would be a compliment. But Sauce Walker didn't see it that way. Sauce felt like Drake was coming to his city, taking everything Houston had to offer and giving nothing back. No features, no collabs, no love to the local artists who built that culture.
Come down here using our culture for lyrical content, and I ain't giving shit but a family fun day and some money to some hoes he tricking on in the club. This make music with artists from everywhere but Houston.
That's not an unreasonable complaint. Houston always had its own identity, its own sound, and Sauce felt disrespected. But instead of handling it privately, he went public, started dissing Drake online. And Drake did what Drake always does when someone pokes him in public. He clapped back, but not on a track, at a concert, in Houston, in front of Houston's own people.
I don't give a what any ever says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you more than I ever took from you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm really honest with you. I don't give a what any ever says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you more than I ever took from you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm really honest with you. I don't give a what any ever says about me. This is a place that I love with all my heart. I'm trying to give you more than I ever took from you. You understand what I'm saying?
Think about how calculated that was. Drake didn't tweet. He didn't drop a diss. He went to Houston, Sauce Walker's own city, stood on stage in front of thousands and called him an F-boy, in front of his own people. That's not just a diss. That's a public humiliation. So Sauce fired back, dropped a diss track called Wack to Wack, a response to Back to Back. And look, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't his best work. The internet treated it exactly how you'd expect, like a local artist swinging at a heavyweight and missing most of his shots. But here's what most people missed. The real beef wasn't happening online.
This kind of like went like under the radar and ignored.
Over you constantly coming in the city, I'm constantly trapping around the world. We gotta bump into each other. It's no such thing. It's not bumping into each other. And every altercation that me and Drake have had over the years, like y'all seen what y'all seen on camera, but it's a whole bunch of that will go on in the city of Houston that's not on camera, with different conversations and encounters where we run into each other. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I've always addressed every situation that I ever, like, whatever I do on the internet, I'm gonna do it in real life. Like, I probably do worse in real life. So I address the situation like a man on multiple times. And over the years, you know, sometimes we'll bump heads over the, or like we'll have a, you know what I'm saying, an argument about the, like around each other, like Instagram, whatever. Like the one thing I say about Drake, like, he gonna respond. Like, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like Drake ain't gonna respond, or like, you know what I'm saying, or he gonna like run from, like, I've like pulled up on Drake multiple times, like on some pressure. Bro, don't run from the situation. He gonna come talk to me over here. Let's talk like me and a whoop, or like try to stood up for him. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be me. We gonna be us. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that, like, Drake, he not gonna like act like this. If it's around him, or he know that it's approaching, he not gonna like act like it don't exist, or he not like gonna like try to shun away or like do some scary.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
One of those where be like, yo, what y'all talking about?
Yeah, like what y'all talking about?
I don't even know I was doing that.
Yeah.
Sauce is saying directly there were real-life run-ins, real confrontations, things that never made it online. And what's interesting is how he describes Drake in those moments. He's not saying Drake ran. He's saying Drake actually showed up and addressed it face-to-face, which means at some point these two actually had a form of mutual respect, which leads us to the peace treaty. At some point, Drake reached out to Sauce Walker. They talked. They squashed it. Beef was supposed to be dead. Sauce said it himself on Academics, but Drake apparently didn't get the memo, Because what happened next set everything on fire again. Sauce and Adam22 got into it, and Adam22 went on his podcast with Wack 100 and revealed something that was supposed to stay private. He said when he was on FaceTime with Drake started talking about Sauce Walker, and what he said wasn't flattering.
Let's just say that Drake has been giving me a little bit more information about Sauce that I might not otherwise have.
I'm trying to. So
even back then, like I don't know, like he's someone who just decided that he wanted to beef with me, even though I've always shown him full respect. And honestly, even when me and Drake were having our little FaceTime powwow about him last night, like Drake, it was like, yeah, you know, I respect him. He's a hustler. He made something out of himself out of Texas, but he just got to stop popping that. He's something that he ain't. And I'm like, yes, exactly. It's like, it's weird that me and Drake feel like we kind of got the same exact treatment from him.
You think?
I mean, he's not some fucking business genius that he wants to paint himself as. And if he was, why would you be on Twitch for 9 hours a day to 200 people?
I don't think Drake wanted that information out. I think Drake and Adam was just gossiping, right, about Sauce Walker, probably randomly, like very briefly. And then he shared that where Drake is saying, man, Sauce be thinking he the man. He not really the man. He not really popping how he think he popping. But Sauce Walker took a...
So Drake and Adam22 are just on FaceTime talking. And Drake basically says Sauce Walker thinks he's the man, but he's really not popping like that. And then Adam22 puts that on a podcast. The moment Sauce heard that the same Drake he had a peace deal with was talking about him behind his back, the peace treaty was done, burned to the ground. Which brings us to what just happened. What made 10 years of tension finally explode? Somewhere between the peace treaty falling apart and today, Drake found out about Sauce Walker's baby mama, and Drake being Drake slid. Nobody is shocked. This is a documented pattern at this point. But for Sauce Walker, this wasn't just about a woman. This was targeted. This was Drake saying, without saying a single word, I can reach you anywhere, even your personal life. And Sauce lost it. He called the baby mama. She recorded it. She leaked it.
They don't say nothing about me with my baby mama or nothing, or I'ma handle y'all. It's that simple. I don't give a what the consequences is.
Why? Yeah, you handle me. You already handle me. So what the matter? You already put your hands on me. You already do all that already. So what the even matter?
I got you jumped by my hoes. I will put my hands on you though, but I didn't. You got jumped by my black hoes. It's shit on video.
Yeah, because you had me set up. Are you proud of that? Does that make you feel good?
I will get you jumped again. I don't give a... Just like I get Drake smoked, I will get Drake car shot at. The man, you better realize who the hell I don't give a... Nobody talking about.
Okay, you need to calm down.
No, I don't need to do nothing.
Yeah, you do.
Now let's be real here. You can understand why Sauce is heated. 10 years of beef. Man disrespected you publicly, talked behind your back after a peace deal, and now he's in your personal life with the mother of your child. That's a lot to absorb. But here's the problem. The moment that call got leaked, Sauce Walker lost all the power in this situation, because now the whole world can see that Drake got so deep under his skin that he's threatening a woman on a recorded phone call. Drake hasn't said a single word, hasn't posted, hasn't tweeted. He's completely silent. And Sauce is out here looking like he's crashing out. That's the difference between these two men right now. Here's what this whole situation really shows you. Drake doesn't fight beef the way most rappers fight beef. He doesn't match your energy publicly. He waits. He moves quietly. And then he hits you where it hurts the most. Sauce Walker spent 10 years trying to get Drake to react. Diss tracks, altercations, social media. Nothing worked. And then Drake, without dropping a single bar, completely dismantled him. Not on wax. In his personal life, 10 years of war, and Drake ended it without saying one word. That's either the coldest move in hip-hop or the most disrespectful one, depending on which side you're on. So that's the real story. 10 years of culture theft accusations, public humiliations, a peace treaty that meant nothing, and one phone call that showed the whole world exactly where Sauce Walker is mentally right now. The beef didn't just get personal, it got one-sided. And Drake isn't even paying attention. Let me know in the comments, is Sauce Walker right to be this heated? Or did he just hand Drake the biggest W of this whole beef without Drake lifting a finger? I'll see you in the next one.